If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here. We're going to be taking a look at one of the most interesting decks from the regional, this Arceus Anaconda Flygon Beedrill deck. So that's a lot of Pokemon to be taking in. Pretty interesting combination for sure. It's a deck that I guess is trying to cover all of its bases, and with the Beedrill and the Flygon, you have Mew VMAX covered pretty well. With the persisting attack, you can, if your opponent's active Pokemon has any special energy attached, it is knocked out, and you can get Beedrill into play thanks to the Single Strike Mustard focus of the deck, where you get to search your deck for a Single Strike Pokemon and put it onto your bench. We also have Anaconda VMAX to cover for the the Fighting Weak Pokemon such as Arceus, Eternatus, Gengar, etc. with the G-Max Cyclone, along with being able to apply pressure early with Sandpulse to your bench, to your opponent's bench. And we also have the Flygon V, which can be easily powered up through Arceus V-Star, and we have the Draconic Impulse attack doing 160 damage, and if your opponent likes to Pokemon say Pokemon VMAX, then this attack does 160 more damage, and you discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. That seems like an acceptable trade, I would say. We have a Crobat Luminion Oranguru engine along with a copy of Zigzagoon to help get the damage going that you might be missing out on. We have 4 Chromomatic, which is a pretty interesting card to see in this deck, which doesn't draw like a lot of cards. It helps thin and it helps pull off the Mustard, which I do like. Along with the Ultra Wolves, the Quick Wolves, like you really get to thin your hand quite nicely. No Barney in this deck, only Mustard, Raihan, and Research for support, so it does rely quite heavily on Starburst to be able to pull it off as well. And we have Training Core to recover all of our energy. So this deck has a lot going on. I'm definitely gonna misplay a lot. Playing it, I was playing it yesterday a little bit, and I could tell that I was making a lot of mistakes. Probably gonna make more, but that's what happens when you start playing with a concept that you're not familiar with, right? I'm sure the player, I believe Charlie Lockyer, who got top 16 with this list, played the heck out of it and really got it to a point where he was comfortable with it. So let's jump into the games. Alrighty, so I did win the coin flip. I'm gonna choose to go first. That's what my instinct tells me is the right way to go. We are going to mulligan as well, so we'll see what we can do here. Starting off by giving extra cards to your opponent, never a good thing. I also don't expect Flygon to be the optimal starter for the deck. We can get the Luminion into the Single Strike Mustard going next turn, so that's perhaps what we'll end up going for. Don't know what we're up against, but I hope we find out soon, after my opponent flips over their Pokemon. Alright, so we see an Arceus with Dragon. So, I mean, this could generally be a mirror match, actually, which would be really interesting. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attach this energy. I'll bench the Oranguru. I will go ahead and save the Ultra Wall. I feel like that's a card that helps me in this situation. Getting Anaconda is also pretty good. Probably should have used Oranguru first, then maybe I would have attached this Anaconda instead of the Flygon, but too late now. We'll see. But there is a genuine chance I could knock out the Arceus next turn if it gets a double turbo energy attached. We do see Crushing Hammers, so not the best thing to be seeing right here to start us off. not doing much else though. Okay, so we get Marnied into the Ultra Wall. And I mentioned, which guarantees Crobat or Luminion. Alright, so we do have the possibility to get the Beedrill going. We're up against Malamar, okay, and we do see the Trinity Charge, so one card hand for my opponent. You can assume it's a supporter based on the fact that they didn't save the Ultra Wall for the V-Star. Alright, so then that this is not this is not great, I would say. I think I'm just gonna leave Beedrill as a threat. Nope. I almost messed this up. So I'm gonna grab Luminion. Oh wait, I already have the Luminion, sorry. I'm thinking way too far ahead. I'm gonna grab the Arceus, attach the energy to that, possibly use Trinity Charge myself, and then I get to use this beautiful single strike Mustard to get the Beedrill. Only 2 Balloons in the deck, so very unlikely that I'll be able to get the Flygon out of the active this upcoming turn, but we have a decently set up threat. Okay, there's a chance now. Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and evolve. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I'll get back to fighting, I guess. Alright, so this guy's weak to grass. Yeah, Flygon would be fantastic. I mean, we can Jet Spear, which is not bad. Alright, so I'm gonna put the energy back, I guess. Ultra Wall. Oof. If my opponent attacks me with Malamar, I actually would have preferred to have that Ultra Wall in hand. And that's very likely what's going to happen. So we do see the Arceus, another Arceus benched, Starbirth, perhaps for the VMAX and a Research. That could be what my opponent grabs right here. We'll see. We're off to a very slow start, which I'm not super happy about. There's a VMAX and there's a Research, so exactly the 2 cards that we predicted or expected, rather. Alright. Okay. Decides to commit to a Trinity Nova rather than attack my hand, which I'm actually happy about. That means this turn we can do this and get the Arceus. I don't have a grass in the discard pile, so I could use Beedrill to just knock out the Arceus right here. So I'm gonna Starbirth for Research and Air Balloon, because I do have 3 grass and 3 energy searches. So hopefully that's enough to get us the grass to just KO the Arceus, and it is indeed. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. Go ahead and retreat. So what do I need next turn? Like, what would be the card that I would like to protect? Because this puts the card at the bottom, so my top deck will not be messed with. I honestly think it might be the Cramomatic. I have a guaranteed energy no matter what. The Cramomatic gives me flexibility. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and Jet Spear. No! Oh, it was the first attack. Oh my god, see? I was... Whoopsies. Alright, I'm gonna concede. Let's jump into the next game. I blanked it out. That was very silly. Alright, my familiarity with the deck and even Beedrill as a card obviously showing right there. Pretty silly mistake to make, but as I always emphasize, I could have easily just like ignored that game, deleted that and not shown that, right? But I'm always transparent. I always show every single game that I play, and I will continue to do that. So there's my dumb Pablo moment right there. All right. We both have Arceus and we both have Oranguru, so perhaps this is a mirror match. Which would be ideal if they whiffed an energy. They do not. Okay, I think that fighting pretty much confirms that we're up against a mirror match. Which is weird for sure. Alright, I kinda don't want to attach an energy, because if I get Balloon plus the double turbo, then I could power up. So I'll save that, and then I'll just research here. Okay, no double turbo, I did get this, and I do have a coin flip. So let's try. Nice, 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 nice. And I even got this Anaconda, so that heads flip being pretty crucial right here, along with this Anaconda. Top deck, or draw rather. So now we get to Trinity Charge. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And now this Anaconda VMAX is definitely a big threat to my opponent's Pokemon. So they in turn would probably want to power up the Flygon. Yep, and that's exactly what they do. Which makes sense. 220 HP. We discarded the 6 again, so we can't target that down in one hit really. But that's okay. No double turbo, no Arceus V-Star, so no damage is great for us. That's a little annoying, but if I find my Arceus V-Star, I can search for the other balloon, I can search for a double turbo to retreat, so we definitely have potential to get out of this. And I can't choose not to evolve, right? I can still knock out this Arceus this turn with, I should not attach that, okay. I'll play this and then I'll research. I can just use Anaconda to knock out the Arceus. I don't need to go into the VMAX. I get the Balloon, which is fantastic. I also get access to the V-Star, which is also really good. Yeah, let's just grab the V-Star, get that going. I even priced the VMAX, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Let's go ahead and retreat. Let's go ahead and put you back as our top deck. Let's grab an energy for next turn, just in case. And we will Land Crush for the KO thanks to weakness. Alright. So now we actually have a chance to KO the Flygon with Arceus Choice Build and putting back the 6 again, so that's really good. And Draconic Impulse is not a threat, as we don't have a VMAX Pokemon in play. And obviously based on the previous turns, we know their hand is not great at all. Alright. So Draconic Impulse for 160, that's fine. Alright. So we should be able to, I think I'm gonna just do both, right? Okay. And then sure, let's put the energies back. Alrighty, so now we go, I mean it's gonna cost me my retreat, but that's fine. We grab the 6 again and we grab a Choice Belt. Perfect, that means we're doing 220 to the Flygon and we can take the KO. And we can't really ask for much more, right? Really can't ask for much more. We'll retreat. We will power up this Anaconda again. Like the only thing that would make this better is if we caught off Flygon. I guess. So then we could combat this Anaconda. Let's go ahead and do this. Primate Wisdom. Alright, just another mustard. That's fine. Sure, let's power up here. Let's grab an energy back. The grass, why not? And Trinity Nova for the KO. And like, we don't immediately win next turn, but we're pretty close, I would say. So let's do the fighting there, the grass there. And yeah, I would say we're pretty close to winning. Like, we're super far ahead in terms of what we can do, what we can try to do, what our opponent threatens us with, like literally nothing. So I think we're in a really good spot. Okay, they do have the VMAX, so they'll be able to do something, right? Really wish I had the Flygon powered up last turn though, that would have been pretty amazing. Yeah, it's okay though, we can just win in 2 turns. And just win in 2 turns, and that's fine too. Alright. Sandagonat doesn't even get damaged. They don't threaten a KO on the Arceus. We could get Beedrill into play. There's no real point. Well, maybe there is a point. Actually, I can't get Beedrill into play though. But that's fine. Well, maybe I can if I flip heads here. I actually can if I flip heads. Okay, I can. Never mind. So I need another Ultra Ball, right? I Ultra Ball away you two, then grab something, then Ultra Ball, yeah. Yep, that works. So let's go Ultra Ball away you and you. And I'll grab the Arceus. And then I'll Ultra Ball away you and you. And grab the other V-Star, because why not? And then we'll Single Strike Mustard, get the Beedrill into play, which is also a threat potentially to this guy. And get back a fighting, and we can just attack right here. And now all we need is boss, which we cannot search for in case my opponent retreats, but I fully expect this to be game over very soon. So alright, we didn't mess this one up too badly. Chromatic, if it was a head flip and he set up the Beedrill and knocked out my Arceus, then that would have been fine, because then I could have gone quick Volu minion boss KO. So alright, let's do one more because of my silly previous game. Alright, so we did Mulligan, we're starting Flygon as well, and we're gonna lose a Beedrill and an Ordinary Rod, so questionable start. We're up against Duraludon Arceus, which is probably a very tough matchup, unless my opponent somehow makes the mistake of attaching a double turbo to Duraludon. It's gonna be quite a grind to knock out a Duraludon for sure. Not only because my Arceus will probably not be able to damage it, but oof, and then another not so great top deck. Alright, so let's try the Chromatic. Nope. Okay. Do I manually power up the Flygon? Nah. I mean, I could try, but I don't think that's worth it. Alright, so there's the research. We can potentially get the other Beedrill out next turn. That honestly might be worth it. Okay. So I wanna go Ultra Ball the Chromatic. Chromatic is, I think it's Chromatic and Boss's Orders. So no more boss for me. No more Boss's Orders for me right here. That really sucks. Yep, 2 bosses down, so it's gonna be really difficult to win this one for sure. Let's go Herbaloon on the Flygon. And let's go attach on the Arceus. And then we will pass. So we need to top deck something that we can play down in order to make sure that we can single strike Mustard next turn. Alright, they play that Stadium. Can't get an energy back next turn, but that's okay. And we get more need out of the Mustard. I mean, the Marnie probably means they won't be able... Oh no, never mind, they have the RKT Star. So we'll definitely be able to pull it off. And now we're dead drawing. So I don't think I'm winning this one. It's a very tough matchup, and our start is as mediocre and as bad as it gets. So I'm not hopeful at all for this. I guess I can top deck Ultra Ball or Luminion, or even a single strike Mustard. I can play my hand down, I guess. Except the energy, though. If I have to attach the energy, then there's no point to the Beedrill anymore. And now they've done that attack as well, so that's not great either. Yes, Beedrill, I would like you, but I'm just gonna concede here. There's no chance. So I don't know. I mean, the first game, I feel like the first game would have been really interesting had I not done this stupid thing of misclicking. The second game showed how like you can control the tempo and have a lot of threats powered up and ready to go. This deck definitely has a lot of moving pieces. You're not exactly well covered against Marnie, as we just saw. As a single strike Mustard does require a lot of conditions for it to work properly, but overall it's a very cool and original deck, and I will be putting in time to learn it more, so that when I play it again for a video I don't click on the wrong Beedrill attack, right? Thanks so much for watching, don't forget to like, and I'll see you next time.